third straight year, the historic Old Dominion building at the Richmond Raceway has been transformed into a world-class bowling arena, hosting the PWBA Tour season finale for the world's best bowlers here to win a major and make women's bowling history. What a semifinal lineup we have for you in Richmond. Danielle McEwan takes on Dasha Kovalova. And then Shannon O'Keefe, two-time player of the year, takes on her best friend, Team USA star Stephanie Johnson. It is time, bowling fans, to wrap up the 2019 PWBA Tour season with a Tour Championship from the Richmond Raceway. This track will host the Go Bowling 250 on Friday night. And here from the Go Bowling pin car, we welcome you to the Old Dominion building. Dave Ryan alongside Kelly Kulick, my Hall of Fame broadcast partner. And Kelly, I've been on the air 30 years. I've never done an on-camera open from a car, much less a bowling pin car.
Tell me about it, Dave. I'm usually shooting at the single pins, never been a passenger in one.
You look great. You look great.
Thank you.
Kelly, what a way to wrap up the 2019 Tour season. 4 bowlers are here, but only one can make history.
All 4 women have been on many telecasts before. We opened up with Dasha and Danielle. Both ladies have won a major title this season under their belt, and our motto on the ladies' tour is Bold Fearless. Each of these women have ice in their veins, and we will see one of them in the final match going for their second major of the year.
And the second semifinal, Shannon O'Keefe, two-time player of the year, has the pole position as the #1 seed, but now she bowls longtime Team USA member and her best friend, Stephanie Johnson.
Yeah, Shannon O'Keefe really is just riding the wave, tying up that player of the year 2 years in a row, but now she's facing her best friend. These ladies are roommates, they travel together, they love each other, but when they're on the lanes going for that title, the boxing gloves go on and they're each going to battle it out in our second match.
Kelly and I are going to leave the bowling pin car and head to the booth to call exciting action tonight from the Old Dominion building, the Richmond Raceway. The 2019 PWBA Tour Championship is next. Our future for the sport, oil pattern tonight.
You can see, Dave, that beautiful flex machine went down the lane many times this week. The women bowled on a 40-foot pattern, medium volume and medium scoring pace. Although we did see a lot of high scores during the matches. You'll see where the heavy blue is. Right here is where the reverse comes back. Many of the women try to stay near the track zone around the 8, 9, 10 board, and parallel moves constantly moving inward to the left. Dasha Kovalova has the most serve rate on the tour right now. She'll be inside all 3 of those ladies. I expect to see some high scores tonight, Dave.
Ready to bowl in Richmond. And what a matchup tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome from Stony Point, New York, Danielle McEwan.
The #2 seed with the second best point total this year behind Shannon O'Keefe on tour, bidding for her 6th career title. She's won this event before. She'd love to do it again here tonight. Danielle gets us underway in Richmond with a strike. That's the start you want.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome from Ukraine, Dasha Kovalova.
What a year for the 24-year-old from Ukraine. Now lives in Wichita, Kansas. Proud grad of Wichita State in that outstanding bowling program. Bursting onto the scene. 3rd major show of the year. Dasha Kovalova gets started. Wow. All 10 back. And a perfect start tonight for our 2 stars.
I really love being in this building, Dave, because when the ball hits the pins, you hear that crispness, that loudness of that strike as it magnifies throughout the building.
Tremendous atmosphere. It's unique, and the bowlers love it. They all told us that last night. The average for Kovalova came in as a 3 seed, got a first-round bye. Beat Brianna Cote and Shayna Ung last night in a back-and-forth match on these lanes. In 5 games, it went the distance. Left lane, looks good. Any player who rolls a 300 game during our telecast tonight will receive a $10,000 bonus courtesy of GoBowling.com. Visit GoBowling.com to find local bowling Centers get tips from the pros and for all the latest news and information about your favorite sport, bowling.
I'd like to trade that in for the Go Bowling vehicle instead, Dave. That's
I'd make that trade.
for future references.
Make that trade. Danielle. Nice looking shot as she blisters the rack in the 1-3 pocket.
Yeah, both women right now in that 8-9 zone so far. I came in towards the tail end of this competition to watch, and I watched Dasha bowl against Shannon on lanes 1 and 2 last night. Danielle being seated, she just got to practice, same as Shannon O'Keefe. So might have a slight advantage being able to bowl in the lanes a little bit more frequently and see as they break down over time.
We started with 16 bowlers, Kel, and we're down to 4. Danielle won the U.S. Women's Open in Vegas. Looking for her 3rd major tonight. Left lane. Oh, these bowlers are locked in, and we're off to a great start.
Danielle starting about 18-19 with her feet. The left lane seems to be hooking a bit more. She's already about 12-13 at the arrows. You can see these white boards. Now there's no indicators down the lane. Beautiful installs that Cubic AMF did put together for these young women to compete in this week. You'll just see the path of the ball as it traces its way to the 1-3 pocket.
To Dasha. And everybody's striking here. Kelly said, as we saw the future for the sport, Royal pattern, we have some big numbers, and it's played out that way so far, Kel.
Dasha takes a big step in her 5-step approach. She has a very high...
The Players' Championship show in Raleigh a week ago Sunday, and Tour Championship here tonight. 3rd major show for the young superstar. Stays perfect. Strike streak for each to begin match 1. Seven in a row, Kelly.
Yeah, little bump away in her push away, but that's Dasha's style and technique. Allows the swing just to bump behind the back and then go inside and out, which I like to refer to as. Danielle now looking to work on that 4-bagger as well, 4 in a row.
Yes! A trip of the 10, down it goes. Front 8 combined for each. It's a perfect start.
I don't know, Dave, we might be in a 60-minute show instead of 90 minutes. These women keep striking. A 5-step approach for Danielle. What's unique about Danielle's game is she moves the ball on step number 3, and this is what I always point out with her style. The knees are loaded right there. All that power is going to be generated from her lower body. The right toe is on the floor as the heel is up as she now gets ready to slide into her shot and finish that powerful delivery. Long arm swing. She utilizes all of her appendages to gain that ball speed and power.
Looks for the front 5. Oh, yes! The nickel for Danielle to begin the first semifinal. So we know we're going to have some big numbers. The question is how big.
We saw 278s, 279s. You shoot 256, which means you missed twice and a low count on the fill ball and still losing a game. It was the best of 5 games to get each match and advance through to get to the semifinal matches this evening.
Dasha is very focused now. In person, what a sense of humor. So great to be around this young star.
Might be a little high.
Perfect 7-pin ends the strike streak for Dasha Kovalova, also a graphic artist. She has graphic novel characters already created. She's very talented.
You'll watch right there. That one just got a pinch right. When I say a pinch, 1 or 2 boards, 1.5 boards, comes up just a little high. You can see the 2-pin hits the 4 pins that go straight back, and then off the side wall to leave the 7-pin standing by itself.
So finally, a spare to shoot at, and Dasha comes through. 3rd on the tour, 4 TV shows, 2 wins so far. 2nd in tour earnings, 30 points. What a year as we see her road to the finals. Bye we told you about. Cote in 4, and then Sheena Ong last night. A great match. Whereas Chuck Gardner, her tour rep, and Dasha pointed out, she used 5 balls, 5 games. Lots of ball changes, and it worked out.
She did, and she said the goal for today was just to adapt to the lanes, understand what the lanes are telling her, and just keep making adjustments from it.
Now the left lane. Got it back. Back to Danielle.
5 out of 6 strikes and you're down by 11. Can you imagine?
No. But you can.
Yes. Second year in a row she was ranked number 2 in points. She's just shy of also vying for that Player of the Year. Maybe 2020 can be Danielle McEwan's season.
She told us last night, I'm content with the year. Not overly happy yet. I've got some growing to do. In probability numbers, there you see it. Danielle's got to hurry, does just enough to get all 10 back and keep the strike streak intact. What a start with a front 6.
That one just a little bit left to right. Light pocket hit. Crumbles the 2-4 at the end.
Halfway home to a perfect game. 4th perfect game, tour history, thrown by Dasha in Louisville this year against Liz Johnson in the championship match. It was an extraordinary moment in women's bowling history.
National Bowling Day, too.
Of course. What a script that day. Left lane. Danielle trying to stay perfect. No. 4-pin up for Danielle McEwan. And now things tighten up. And we have a great finish in store.
Yeah, you can see the left lane was hooking a bit more. She was much deeper, but that one just got to 15 at the arrows, 10 at the break point. The flatness of the pattern, if you remember on the screen, the ball is going to check a little bit quicker off the spot and roll forward sooner. High hit leaves only the 4-pin standing.
She missed the cut in Cleveland. Not the top 12 in East Hartford. She said to us, those are the 2 I look back on. There's a 4-pin. Room to grow for Danielle, but what a young star on the PWBA Tour. And she's in a great match. Our first semifinal with Dasha Kovalova of Ukraine. We'll wrap this match up next. Big bowling fan. Go Bowling 250 is Friday here at the Richmond Raceway, and it's packed already. It was getting in the parking. And the race fans are here in Richmond.
Yeah, I can tell the RVs and coming in to tailgate and get
That's
ready
awesome.
for the event. The Under the Lights event, both on Friday night and Saturday night, attract amazing crowds here at Richmond International Raceway.
Here, Old Dominion Building, semifinal number 1. Second half of the match, Dasha Kovalova with a strike. The PWBA has had many great moments in 2019, possibly the greatest. Dasha's 300 game to win the Pepsi Louisville Open on National Bowling Day, defeating the Hall of Famer legend Liz Johnson in the final match. Her mom was here from Ukraine watching. Oksana, nothing quite like that shot of Oksana. She was more excited than Dasha was. As we see, she joins an elite list.
Yeah, Michelle Feldman recently had some health issues. We wish her the best of luck. Cara Honeychurch, our Australian native. And then again, Liz Johnson, Hall of Famer back in 2001. It was my rookie year on the Ladies Tour.
Left lane now for Dasha. Wow. Those pins have no chance tonight. All even up.
So you can see Dasha's wearing a beautiful New Jersey. The women who qualified for the top 16 here in Richmond, the Tour Championship, received those jerseys. Makes them feel elite for the achievements that they accomplished.
Which they are.
Yes, exactly. Quick question there, though, from Tour rep Chuck Gardner.
5th appearance at the title in 2015 for Danielle. Trying to repeat the feat tonight in Richmond. Got to hurry up, and a break. No on the 7. Somehow it hangs on.
Just a light shot there, Dave. Getting the 2 into the 4. 7-pin was on its way, but something made it stand up. Just the ball into the 2-pin late. 4-pin goes to the right. Actually, the head pin is what helped it kind of stand up there at the end.
8-year member of Team USA, 3 years junior Team USA. 2-time major champ Danielle McEwan. Lane maintenance going on, so we'll tell you about the PWBA on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and thebowltv.com to keep up with the greatest women bowlers in the world. Get the latest video highlights and news each week to follow your favorites. Log on now.
Saw some great posts from the women this week here in
Fantastic. Stephanie
Richmond.
Johnson is almost equaling Shannon O'Keefe, almost, in terms of social media presence. Very active this week with some great posts. It's cool.
I like the cardboard cutouts of the women and the ladies when they do the side by side, especially when they're wearing the same outfits and uniforms.
Alarmingly realistic.
Yes.
Are they standing there? Back to Danielle. Back to Bowling. Stays focused and gets the single pin spare conversion. There's the 7, there's the mark. And for a great finish going.
279 possible for Dasha Kovalova. 268 for Danielle.
Season numbers there for Danielle. You break it down. She's had a great year. She told us last night, I'll get myself a B+, A-. I think that's A-worthy, don't you?
Yeah, every athlete's always looking for room to improve on something. Ball selection is something she said she wanted to work on, especially when the fronts tend to go away out here on the ladies tour. But 12 out of 13 cashes, wins her major title. But mistake right there, leaves the super washout, the 1-2-4, 6-10. Unfortunately, just a slight mental lapse right here. See, physically off her hand, kind of misses it at the bottom. Goes way far right down the lane, about 6-7, where she's been around 9-10. And really the ball is going directly towards the 6-pin, makes a late turn towards the 3-pin. Super washout, try to fit it through.
Tough washout conversion, the chop. 6-10 up.
Devastating lead for Danielle.
Open, and look at that on the bench. Kovalova now up by 19 pins, heading into the foundation frame. And working on a strike, and the win probability numbers, brand new to our tour telecast this year on CBS Sports Network, flipped dramatically in Dasha's favor.
When the scores are this high and the ladies are grooved into the condition, you can't miss. 9 has to be your worst leave, and unfortunately that super washout is going to cost her. Dasha just needs to stay clean, and she'll advance.
That's how you take advantage. Dasha Kovalova. Current PWBA Tour star, maybe a future star graphic novelist as well. Look at this talent on the right lane. Just needs 8 here. And that will wrap up this match against Danielle McEwan and put Dasha in the finals. Looking for a second major this year. Another title.
And interesting to know, Danielle was seated, so she just practiced. Dasha bowled on these lanes all through the past 2 days.
And had a really dramatic match last night with Shannon. Needs 8 for the win. Left lane, Dasha Kovalova has 10, has a win in the first semifinal. And Dasha Kovalova will take on. And Shannon O'Keefe coming up here in Richmond. Neck and neck until the end.
It was, Dave. Danielle was in full contention of the match, staying in control even with that 7-pin spare, but unfortunately the one mishap on the left lane where she just failed it out to the right down lane leaves her a nasty break.
Dasha thinking about the championship match. Will finish this. So Danielle McEwan will not win her 6th title and 3rd major here tonight.
Now if I was Dasha,
so much to celebrate for Danielle.
Exactly. I would maybe try a ball change here in the 10th frame just to give her some more information. But Danielle, again, what a great season. Again, back-to-back seasons being 2nd in points, just on the tails of Shannon O'Keefe for Player of the Year. Successful season, B+. I give her an A for sure.
Me too.
Her personality.
Professor Kulik says an A.
Yeah, she is great. She is the future of this career alongside Dasha, and we will see many more titles in her career.
Dasha Kovalova knocks off Danielle McEwan, the 2 seed. Now Dasha takes on the winner of O'Keefe and Johnson, bidding for the PWBA Tour Championship title. She's relaxed, clearly, here in Richmond. 3 seed Dasha Kovalova, 11 strikes, 12 shots, a 279-230 winner over Danielle McEwan in the first semifinal. Dasha will now take on either Stephanie Johnson or Shannon O'Keefe in the championship match here tonight in Richmond. Not since